So I've been wanting to do this video on Detective Bunnell, SAPD, for a long time, but I haven't because my son's case is currently an active murder investigation. It was reopened last year by the DA because Detective Bunnell failed to do his job. Because San Antonio homicide lead detective failed to properly charge my son's killers. Because he was lazy. And it's not something that he was like, or could be, oh, I missed it, I'm sorry, let me fix it, or it was a mistake, or I just overlooked it. No. 27 years in law enforcement, he knows what he was doing, and he protected my son's killers and lied for them. Knowing the truth, knowing that he confirmed with me that my son was murdered that night, shot execution style, dragged by his arms and his legs, and dumped in the dark. And you want to call it an accident? He didn't even get a chance to breathe when they shot him on the back of his head. Execution style. An accident? Oh, the gun just went off and it just happened to go into Isaiah's back of the head. All of a sudden, like, it just went off. And we all got off the one door, we all ran this way, and we all came back at the same time, we all did this. Bullshit. Because you know that other stories are conflicting. You didn't charge the driver because the choice that he made on his own to leave the crime scene, to wrap the gun in a blue towel, to hide it at the bottom of the garbage can, to go wash the car, clean the blood, abandon the car, and he knew what he had done because the next day he goes in with an attorney. You couldn't prove that the choice that he made that night was an accident. So you just said, oh, fuck it, I ain't gonna charge him because if I charge him, then it has to be capital murder. If I don't charge him, then it'll look like an accident. And you failed to turn in the proper evidence, that you should have investigated, that you should have followed up with, the witnesses that you failed to interview, the fake police report you wrote, the false statement you wrote that people said, and people never even said that. It is an embarrassment, Chief McManus, that you had a homicide detective like Robert BUNNELL working with grieving families. Knowing the pain that we go through. Knowing his history, because you can look him up on the internet. He charged a guy with 2 capital murder charges, 2 life sentences in 2016. 2018, they were dropped. It wasn't him. He failed to follow up with the evidence. To him, it's a joke. But this was my son's life. This was my baby. And he